Hi everyone, so today I want to show you how I made this card. Now this is a card that I actually made in a live stream, but editing live stream is a bit of a nightmare, so I've done it as an actual separate tutorial. So this is a double display gatefold card. Now I don't normally do belly bands, and I've just actually put a bow around it, but yeah, I don't know if I'll leave the bow on. I'm not sure, because obviously trying to post it with a bow is a bit of a pain. But anyway, if you open it up at the back there, take that off because it's not actually attached, and then it opens up into this card here. So that's what it's going to look like when it's stood up on, on your mantelpiece, and that's what it looks like from the top. So it looks like a real showstopper, and then on the back here you've got space to write. So it looks like a real showstopper, but it's actually really quite easy to make. It really doesn't take a lot, I have to say. It's reasonable amount of decorating, but it's really still not that much considering how grand it looks. The papers I've used on this are the new Antonio Makes Christmas Poinsettia Galore papers. So I took this one and actually made sure I cut it so that they lined up, and then this was another sheet, and then that was the other side of this sheet, if you know what I mean. And then these papers are from the works, and this was the best time of the year. I think it was called the best time of the year. Yeah, and that was a die that I had for ages. This foliage was a die I've had for ages. So yeah, and then I just used gold movie card. This was some paper, card that I had for quite a while. It had green on one side and it had stripes on the other. But yeah, so it's quite a nice, it's quite a nice card. I do like it a lot. There's lots you could do with this. I recently did a live stream where I zhuzhed this up a little bit more and took it a next step. So if you want to see that, then have a look. I should be putting a link up here. If not, you can have a look on my videos under lives and it'll be on there. I will be doing a tutorial for that as well. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. So let's get into it. Okay, so for this card, you are going to need a base card. Let me move my mats and layers out. I've already stuck them down so that you don't have to sit and watch me sticking things down. So you're going to need one base card that is 5 by 7, and then you need two other base cards that are 7 by 10.5. Okay, so we're going to score these now. Right, so if we take the first one, we're just going to score it at 2.5, at 5, 7.5, and 10. And we're going to repeat the same fold score lines on this other piece as well. Okay, so once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and fold. So your tab fold, your tab score line here, needs to be a valley fold. I'm just going to fold it this way around. And then you need to basically concertina the whole way. So mountain, valley, all the way along. Just make sure that it is straight each time you fold it. So you should end up with that. And we're going to do exactly the same again on your other piece. So you should end up with two pieces that look like that. Now what we need to do is we need to make sure that both of the tabs are on the inside. And then we're going to take our 5 by 7, and this is basically going to stick here and here like that. So in order to do that, you can either add red tape or you can add wet glue. I'm going to use wet glue because I find it gives me more like wiggle room time to actually get it in place. So you're going to put your glue or your tape on your tab. And then take your 5 by 7 card blank. You want to turn it over. I've got a double-sided here. Turn it over. And then make sure it's right in that crease, right in that fold line there. But it's also lined up, equally on the top and the bottom. It's lined up. And then fold your tab over the top. Like that, okay? And then when you open it up, you can see that it's stuck down. Now it's important that you do it that way and not try and stick it flat like this, because it's going to be in the envelope like that. So it does need to definitely, be in the right way around. Then what we're going to do is do the same here. So we're going to stick this onto there. So again, add some tape, add some glue, whatever it is you're using. and then we're going to do the same process of events all over again. So you should end up with that, which is a very long piece of card, and when it folds down you should end up with that. You might end up with a bit of a gap in the middle, but it's not the end of the world. If it bothers you, then you can maybe trim down your 5x7 so it's just slightly less, maybe, I don't know, a 1/16 less, so that it's not, you know, it does meet in the middle. But I don't mind it not meeting in the middle, that doesn't bother me. Okay, so to decorate for the middle piece and for the back, because you're going to write on the back, you need 2 matte layers that are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. You need 1 pattern layer that's 4 1/2 by 6 1/2, and 1 plain piece or something you can write on, which is also 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. So one is going to go there and the other one's going to go on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. A little side note, on mine, because my card is not green on both sides, I'm going to go ahead and add another 5x7 piece on the back here that's green. So I haven't got this, you know, pattern, because I don't really want that stuck on there like that. It looks slightly odd. So I'm going to go ahead and add another green piece on the back of there. Okay, so there we go. So I've stuck down the front one and I've stuck down the back. So now what we need to do is do all these little side panels. So for these side panels, you need 8 matte layers that are 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, and 8 pattern pieces that are 2 1/2. That are 2 inches by 6 1/2. So that's 2 1/4 by 6 3/4 on the mats, and 2 by 6 1/2 for the patterns. Now I've gone for 2 different patterns. I've gone for this one, which is an Antonio Makes paper, as is this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I've gone for this one, which is from the Works, a really another really lovely pad, but I thought the two looked quite good together. So I'm going to alternate them on these panels. So I'm going to do them like that, and I've deliberately cut, because this was a whole like sheet, I've deliberately cut this poinsettia paper so that hopefully when it's kind of opening up you can see the continuity of it. So that's the plan anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these panels down. Okay, so once you've stuck all your panels down, you end up with that. So now I just need to add a greeting. So I've gone and cut out a Merry Christmas. This was from a die that I already had. I'm not sure where I got it from, but it was just a die and a shadow. It's all right, but it's just the Merry Christmas is quite fine, so it's quite difficult to stick down. But anyway, we've done it. We've managed to do it. So this is going to go on there like that, and then we just need to finish off and decorate it somehow. Okay, so that's the that's done like that, and it sits up, so it will sit on your desk like that. Now I do have quite a bit of white space here and here. I kind of don't think I want to add too much more into it because it's quite grand. I might have a look, I'll see. But anyway, the top view is like that, and then it folds down like that. And if you wanted to, you could put a belly band across it as well. I don't really want to do that. If anything, you're supposed to write on the back. If anything, I might just put a ribbon around it, to be honest with you. That's probably what I'd do, just put a ribbon around. But it's even with a ribbon, you've then got a bow on the front, and then that impedes your postage. Because at the moment, it's quite chunky, but I could post that. But the moment I put a ribbon on the front, that makes it a bit more tricky. But yeah, so that is basically your card. I might go ahead and do something else here. I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do. That's your card. So yes, I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!